proud of our guys. I thought, we played a really good team today, and, Brad's, he's such a good coach. And they're veterans, did an outstanding job tonight. Crowd was great, and for our guys to come in here after a huge win against Virginia and come on the road and tough it out. I mean, it was a tough game for us. Obviously, Andre had a spectacular game, and his 3, when we had the 4-point lead, was just a huge shot. But I thought our guys did a great job finally in attacking the 1-3-1 and looking for that shot. And Andre knocked it right down. And Miles Plumlee just was a force for us with 14 rebounds and very physical. Did a good job. But our guys down the stretch hit free throws. Didn't foul anybody, inbounded the ball well. I thought we ended the game extremely well, and it's a big road win for us. Any questions? Yeah.
Early in the game, I mean, you wanted to get your team's attention. Looked like the timeout and the substitutes.
You know what? I've been coaching a long time, and for the last few days, I feel like besides Clemson, a huge opponent for us is human nature. And, Coach Knight and I have talked a lot about this over the last few years, about human nature being sometimes your biggest opponent. That's after a big win. Sunday games are not easy, especially Sunday evening games. It goes against human nature. People don't compete on Sunday nights. They sit back and they watch entertainment, and they get ready to compete the next day. And then coming in here, I knew that then our opponent is Clemson, who will be ready to play. They lost a tough game after playing a great game. So human nature, they're going to play really well. In the crowd, we knew we were going to be, it's those type of things. And it wasn't so much to send I've sent a message for two full days that if we didn't get started, we're going to find guys who are going to be tough and want to win today. And after about 8 minutes, everybody wanted to fight and win. So that's I'm proud of our team, because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to try to help them, not wise only, but human nature wise, to compete and what it means to compete over a long period of time. We'll always get everybody's best shot. It's been since 1986, for 25 years. And so those are, just things that I've learned along the way, and doesn't mean you're going to be successful in doing, but I'd rather be if we're unsuccessful, I'd rather be unsuccessful after having tried something than just sitting there on my hands. So.
Starting the second half, you did a good job of taking the ball to the basket. Was that something you talked about at halftime, of attacking the basket?
I thought when Cook really gave us a boost at the start of the second half, I just thought we played well the last 30 minutes of the game. We made some turnovers against the 1-3-1, but I thought they played well. I mean, their coaching staff can talk about their team, but to me, it looked to me like they were playing well, confidently, and he was using a lot of guys, so they were fresh. And I thought Cook gave us a big boost there at the start of the second half.
You went with Seth at the point guard a lot late in the game. What was the reasoning for that?
Well, just the experience. We went with more veterans. Again, it's a tough league, and league games are difficult. Guys who have walked the trail, before, maybe they can walk it a little bit better than someone who is not, and they did a good job.
Come out of a tough win. How do you feel about your overall? Come out of a tough win, as you described. How do you feel about your overall depth? How do you feel about your overall depth?
Yeah, I like our team. Our team is so much a development. We're a young group, and we've played an hellacious schedule. I mean, it's not even close, non-conference wise. We've played an unbelievable schedule, and I think to be 15-2 right now I'm very proud of that. But also, we've been in some amazing situations which allows you to use 10 guys. And we're constantly looking, for the guys who are going to be playing a little bit better on that day. They all have great attitudes. And we started a different team at the start of the second half because that was a group that was going for us. And so to try to always, people say, well, what's your idea about this? Or I don't have ideas about anything. I don't have this master plan. I just want us to keep getting better, tougher, and the experience of playing in this conference hopefully will make us better, and we keep, stay away from serious injuries.
Coach, it's one of the last times you were here, maybe the last time you were here, you guys took a pretty bad
No, we
hit.
won the last time we were here.
Within the time you got beat by.
You know what? For me, I only try to remember championship games.
Okay.
To me, every other game that we play is a prelude to a championship. And so whether we win or lose those games really is irrelevant to me in the big picture, to be quite frank with you. Like if we started hanging banners because of a game that we won that's not a championship, then I'll answer your question.
No, my question was simply, do you mention to your guys?
I don't even remember it.
Well, do you mention how
No.
tough this place
Why
is
would we?
as far as the crowd?
No, we just mentioned their team, their crowd, and their tradition, and they're well coached.
That was my question. That's what
I don't know if that was your question, but we've come around where now it's a better question.
Okay. That's
All
my
right,
question.
I'm just trying to help you.
So yeah, do you talk about how rowdy this place can get? That
No,
was
no.
my
I
question.
mean, every place we play in is rowdy. In the last 25 years, there have been more T-shirt days for Duke than any other school in the history of college basketball. I mean, we're going to give out free T-shirts and pom-poms and be ready to storm the court. I mean, it's like it just happens. It's for 25 years. So that's why winning a game is so important. But again, we put banners up if we win championships, and those are the things we try to remember. And even if we lose in a I'll remember those more so than a regular season game.
Coach, Andre for the second straight game played much better defensively, forced that air ball at the end of the game. You talked last game, you said that was his best defensive game. Do you think
Yeah, I think the last two games, Andre's been terrific. I mean, he's one of the main reasons we beat Virginia. I mean, the Virginia win is a huge win. Those guys are good. I mean, they're really good. And Andre was a key factor in that game, and I think he built on that coming into today's game. I mean, to me it was a little bit like how he played against Michigan State in the Garden. And he's capable of doing that. It's pretty tough to do that all the time, but we needed it tonight.
He said that he's had trouble building on some of those good performances. What's the key for him to be able
Well,
to
a lot of people, I don't know how many good articles you've had in a row, and just, you get that masterpiece and you want your family to read it, and your girlfriend, or if you have one, but what, you know what I mean, it's, when you do something really good, people like to stay with what they've done really good instead of using it as a foundation for that word called better. And and better comes with maturity. And then once you get better, and then that's what you end up doing, then that's who you are. That's who you are. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I understand what I'm saying.
Are you getting more out of Andre than what you expected early on in the season?
Am I getting
Are you
more?
getting more from him than you expected early
From
on in
who?
the season? Andre.
No. I mean, he's a junior. He should be a good player. I mean, guys who've been in our program for 3 years, they've been in a lot of games, a lot of championships, a lot of big-time games, and you hope that experience will make them not only good, but teach the younger guys to be good.
All right, thank you, guys.
All right.